Hi, my name is Peter Van Kets. We're here in East London on the east coast of South Africa. We're just going to be doing a quick, I'm here with Adrian Fogg from Cycle HQ. We're just going to quickly do a bike review on the new 2018 Anthem 29er. I've had the bike, not this particular one, but I've had the bike for about 5 months now. Been on a big expedition in Namibia, Angola, and I've been on some big rides with it, and I'm super impressed with the quality of the bike and the way that it handles. This bike is I would say an intermediate to pro kind of mountain bike. It's very affordable, and it has absolutely some amazing features. I don't know if you'll agree with me, Adrian. So later on in this video, you'll see this bike in action in some of the most remotest parts of our planet and some really rugged terrains. And I've taken this bike literally where no human beings have been before. I've absolutely punished it, and I've been incredibly surprised by how tenacious this bike is. And you know, I think this is the kind of mountain bike that anybody that really wants to be serious about trail riding and about racing and affordability at the same time, this is the bike here. So Adrian, if I was going to go out and buy a bike now, this is the kind of bike that I would recommend to anybody that's quite serious about mountain biking. It's extremely bright, you're not going to lose your bike. That's one of the things, and I think that initially when I got the bike I was a little bit worried about the color of it, but now I see that it's grown on me. I love it very much.
So yes, they took the rear triangle, shortened it by 1 inch up to the headset. They slammed it from 71 to 69 degrees, making the bike more maneuverable, better on the downhills, not giving that feeling of you wanting to go over the handlebars. All the bikes come with boost technology now, meaning that the hubs, the shocks are wider.
Adrian, yeah, just you know, speaking about the tires here, I've fitted mine with the 2.4s,
yes,
which I found to be incredibly useful on my expeditions.
Yeah. The nice thing with all the Anthems now, they all come with tubeless tires. So Shimano released this new 1x11 group set. It's the M7000 SLX, running a 32 tubes in the front, and then you're getting a nice wide range cassette on the back with a 11 on the bottom and a 46 on the top. So giving you a good overall gearing system. Brakes wise, they've just come with this normal Shimano M505s. They're bulletproof, they are so easy to manage and look after. Brake pads are affordable. It's a good bike. It's the nice thing with the Giant Anthems, or actually any Giant in particular, is that they offer a lifetime guarantee on the frame, as long as you're the first owner, which is fantastic. So
that is amazing.
5 years later, you're still riding the bike, you break the frame, you bring it back to us, we do the paperwork, we send it away, they send you a new frame.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a fantastic deal by Giant.
Okay, so you'll see some footage now on this video of us cycling through southern Angola and southern Namibia. Thank you very much for your time. We'll be doing some more Giant reviews in the future. Look out for that.
So day 3 started with a really nice solo ride out into this magnificent plain. The people who were backing me up, Jacques and Pete, couldn't actually find me for a while. I was playing around in some springs and going through a couple of big dips, but we eventually found ourselves in some of the most beautiful mountains that I think I've ever seen in my life. It's massive, like granite boulders, rounded, very much like what you'd expect to see in some kind of caveman review. It was spectacularly beautiful. In fact, the guide from Wilderness Safaris who was taking us through the area said it's one of the most beautiful places that he knows of along this coast. And so we were very privileged to see that. And once we left that mountain, we go through a whole series of dry riverbeds. So there's always an ascent, like 20-kilometer ascent, and then a 20-kilometer descent with a little bit of flat stuff in between. mostly sandy, rocky kind of areas, but we're experiencing a lot of wildlife, and it's amazing for us to see that in this driest of dry places there can be so much life. It is vast beyond any kind of description. It is dry beyond any kind of description. I mean, this place hasn't seen a drop of rain for the last 4 years. Can you imagine living in a place that has not seen rain? So we've had the most beautiful places where we could have lunch and just, kind of have some, hydrate and make sure that we are set up properly for the next bit of the journey. But also we came across this horned adder, and it was amazing to see, and actually went for our cameraman, Pete, and so it was a beautiful thing to see, and not often do you get the opportunity to see this, so we are incredibly lucky. Coming into the Honib River was one of the highlights, obviously, of day 4. We are 2 days ahead of schedule. My buttocks are taking a massive amount of strain. It's really, I've made a few tough choices or silly choices around my pants that I'm wearing, so I'm taking a lot of strain with that. So hopefully we'll be able to remedy that over the next few days. So phenomenal start to Beyond the Desert Edge expeditions. Now I got rid of our fat bikes once and for all. I'm finding that my bike is actually handling very, very well with its 2.4 tires on, and so we're getting a little bit of distance done. We've been able to get into and out of the Skeleton Coast National Park, and although we're not allowed there, this road or this track that we are following does dip into it every now and then, so we're very super stoked about that. But it's also, once again, it's very, very dry. We found some tsamas, which are the Bushman melons, and we tasted one, and they are phenomenally bitter. The last day coming into the Honib River was like about a 16-kilometer downhill, and the Honib River is known for its desert lions, and we had the spectacular chance of actually seeing these lions. So brilliant way to end day 4.